Hello everyone, welcome back to the session of English. In this session, we are going to discuss previous year questions of conjunction. This is very important topic for any competitive exam. You may find questions from this chapter in the form of spotting errors, sentence improvement, clause test, fill in the blanks, etc. etc. In fact, this chapter helps you out in doing sentence rearrangements as well. So let's begin this session. In this session, we are going to discuss the questions similar to the questions occurred in SSC MTS exams. Well, in this session, the questions have been taken from SSC MTS previous year papers. Might be some questions are there which are similar to those questions. So, the direction for the exercise which we are going to do is read each sentence to find out whether there is any grammatical error in it. It means we are going to do spotting errors in this session. So we are going to do some spotting errors based on conjunction. The error, if any, will be in one part of the sentence. It means you will be given a sentence which has been divided into several parts. Now, one of those parts may contain an error. So we have to select that particular part that contains the error. Now, we need not rectify it. In fact, we have to just find out that particular part that contains the error. The letter of that part is the answer. So, the answer will be the part in which the error is there. Now, if there is no error, the answer is D. It means if the sentence is absolutely correct, it contains no error, our answer will be D because that D is the no error option. So, let's begin the session and start doing several questions that will make us practice the chapter conjunction. So the first question is, no sooner does the teacher enter the class than the students stand up. Now in this sentence, we can see that the sentence is beginning with the word no sooner. Now whenever we have no sooner in our sentence, two things we should keep in mind. First of all, if the sentence begins with this conjunction or adverb, we always follow rule of inversion. That is, helping verb comes prior to the subject. So this is the rule of inversion. And the second thing which we should keep in mind that with no sooner, we always use then as a pair conjunction. It means we have already learned in the concepts of conjunction that conjunction is of two types. One is single conjunction and other is pair conjunctions. So those pairs are predefined or pre-described. One of them is no sooner then, that is THA and then. So whenever we use no sooner, it should always be followed by then as the pair conjunction. So this then over here should be replaced with THA and then. Now this THE and then refers to after, whereas THA and then refers to, or it is used in comparison. It is used to compare two things with each other. So then is used as after. So you can remember it with this letter, that is this THE and then it contains E and in after we have E, whereas in compare we have A and in THA and we have A. So THA and then refers to the comparison and THE and then refers to the word after. Now in the sentence, the error is in part C. So our answer will be C. This then should be replaced with then. So our answer is C. And the correct sentence will be, no sooner does the teacher enter the class, then the students stand up. So now let's move to the next one. Although my car is expensive, I have had a lot of trouble with it. Now this although refers to though, although, despite, in spite of, notwithstanding. It means when this thing doesn't matter at all. So although is used in which the clause doesn't matter at all. So whenever we have although or though as a conjunction, we always make its pair with either yet or we simply put a comma. So we can use either of the two, where either yet or simply a comma. Now in this sentence, a comma has been used, but there is no other conjunction that has been used. So we can make this pair with comma This means if I say although my car is expensive, comma, I have had a lot of trouble with it, the sentence is absolutely correct. We need not rectify it. This is absolutely correct. So our answer is D, that is no error, because this sentence has no error. Therefore, the answer is D, because this sentence contains no error. Now let us move to the next one. Although winter in Kashmir is cold, but is pleasant in many ways. Now, in this sentence, again, we have although, and we know well that whenever we have although or though as a conjunction, we make it pair with either yet or we simply put a comma. Now, in this sentence, we do not have any comma, but here we have a conjunction that is but. But we know well that with although we use yet, not but, so this but should be replaced with yet. So the error is in part B this time. This but should be replaced with yet. So our answer is B. Now the correct sentence will be, although winter in Kashmir is cold, yet is pleasant in many ways. Now let us move to the next one. An animal can be just as unhappy in a vast area or in a small one. Whenever we use as, we make its pair with as, or we can use the pair so or as. Now so and as together can be used in only a negative sentence, but as and as can be used in positive as well as negative sentence. This is also used to show the positive degree of adjective. Therefore, here or should be replaced with as, and the correct sentence will be, an animal can be just as unhappy in a vast area as in a small one. Therefore, the error is in part C. So our answer is C, because this part contains the error. Now let us move to the next one. A free press is not only a privilege, but also an organic necessity in a free society. Now, whenever we have not only, it is always paired with but also. So it is always paired with but also. But there is another rule as well, that is the positions of not only but also. Now in this sentence, two things have been talked about, that this free press, it is a privilege, so this is the first quality, but also an organic necessity. This is the second quality of the free press. So whenever two things are there and they are referred to only one person or one thing, that is, these two qualities have been talked about the free press. So these are the two qualities or the two alternatives or the two options given to us, or the two things to be included in the quality of this. So we have to use not only but also with these. Therefore, a free press is not only a privilege, so not only is used with privilege and but also is used with organic necessity. It means the positions of not only but also are correct. Therefore, this sentence contains no error, because everything is fine with these conjunctions. In fact, the verb is also fine, or the verb is also correct. Therefore, the error is nothing, and our answer will be D, because the sentence contains no error at all. So the sentence which is given to us is absolutely correct. Now let us move to the next one. Pappu works too hard so that he fail in the examination. Now, if we see this sentence carefully, or if we read this sentence carefully, does it make any sense? Well, if one person works hard, he should pass or he should qualify the exam, he should not fail. But here it is written, Pappu works too hard. Too hard refers to extremely hard. Now, and he's not passing. In fact, he's getting failed. So this does not make any sense. Therefore, the sentence is correct, or the conjunction that has been used is incorrect. Now, what we can do to make this sentence correct, Pappu works too hard so that he does not fail or may not fail. We can add this word over here, that is does not or may not. In fact, this to word is also incorrect. It should be replaced with very, because to shows the extremeness of something. And we know well that extremeness of something makes the thing wrong. Therefore, here the error is in part B, so our answer is B. Now, in these types of sentence, we know that which part contains the error. But we do not know what exact will rectify the sentence. And in these types of sentences, we need not rectify the sentences. In fact, we have to just tell that which part contains the error. So this is just that we have said or we have told that this part contains the error. That's it. So our answer is B. Now let us move to the next one. He speaks not only Tamil but Telugu as well. Now again, not only is always used with but also, not any other conjunction. So in this sentence it is written but Telugu as well. Now as well also refers to also, but we need only one word, that is also. So we can write the sentence as he speaks not only Tamil but Telugu also, or but also Telugu. So also can be located or situated here as well. So it can be positioned here as well. So our error is in part C. So our answer is C, because this part contains the error. I hope you understand all these concepts. These are very, very simple and easy. In fact, if you have learned or if you have seen this chapter in the theory session, you must be able to do these questions very easily. Now let us move to the next one. Now try this sentence yourself and I'm going to tell you the correct answer. Now, not only the bandits robbed the traveler of his purse but also wounded him grievously. Now again in this sentence we have not only and but also, and we know that from this part the error can be occurred in two forms. First, the pair, the matching pair. Second, the position of not only but also. Now here two actions have taken place. Which are the two actions? First is robbed. Now what the bandits did? They robbed, and the second thing they did is wounded. So this is the second action. Now when two things are there and referred to a particular person, only, not only but also should be used with these two actions or these two words or these two qualities or anything. Now, the bandits, what they did, they robbed and they wounded. Now, these bandits are not included in the options, or these are not the two things which are talked about in the sentence. Therefore, this position of not only is incorrect in the sentence. It should be before robbed, but also position is correct. So, the position of but also is correct, whereas not only's position is not correct. Therefore, the correct sentence will be the bandits not only robbed the traveler of his purse but also wounded him grievously. I hope you understood this properly. So, in this sentence, A part contains the error. So our answer is A, because this part contains the error. The correct sentence will be the bandits not only robbed the traveler of his purse but also wounded him grievously. Now let us move to the next one. The old woman has had the best medical facilities available, but she will not be cured unless she does not have a strong desire to live. Now, whenever we use the word unless or until, we should keep in mind that both of these words are negative words. So, unless is a negative word, that means by the time it does not happen. So, unless is a negative word, we cannot use not in the immediate after clause of unless. So this does not is incorrect over here. In fact, she is a singular subject, so it should be followed by singular form of verb. Therefore, this has to be replaced with has. So the correct sentence will be the old woman has had the best medical facilities available, but she will not be cured unless she has a strong desire to live. Now the sentence will be correct. Therefore, the error is in part C. So our answer is C, in which this does not should be removed. In fact, this has to be replaced with has. Now let us move to the next one. He did nothing else than play. So this else is always paired with but. So this is very simple, then should be replaced with but. So the error is in part C. So our answer is C. This is very, very simple. Now let us move to the next one. You must either tell me the whole story or at least the first half of it. Now in this sentence, we can see you must either tell me the whole story. So either or are again used with the options. Now the pair either or is absolutely correct. Now when it comes to the position of either or, they should be before the options, or they should be placed before the options. Here the options are that the whole story or at least the first half of it. So these are the two options of telling the story. But we have used either before tell me. Now tell me is not an option. You have to tell me anyhow, at any cost. Options that are given are the whole story or at least the first half of it. So the position of this either is incorrect. It should be after tell me. So the correct answer will be, or the correct sentence will be, you must tell me either the whole story or at least the first half of it. Therefore, the error is in part A. So our answer is A. So this makes the sentence correct. No, now the error is in part A. Now let us move to the next one. You cannot withdraw all his money unless you do not give advance notice. In this sentence, again we have a word unless, but we know well that after unless, in the immediate after clause of unless, we do not use any negative word. So this do not is incorrect. We have to remove this from here. So the correct sentence will be, you cannot withdraw all his money unless you give advance notice. Therefore, the error is in part B. So our answer is B, where this do not has to be removed. So answer is B. Now let us move to the next one. No sooner had the hockey match started when it began to rain. I have told you earlier as well, with no sooner we make it a pair with then, so this when should be removed and replaced with then. So the error is in part B. So this when should be replaced with then. So our answer is B. So this will be the correct sentence. Now let us move to the next one. Unless you do not give the keys of the safe, you will be shot. Now, by seeing this word unless, we get to know that which part contains the error. Of course, it is A, because after unless we cannot use any negative word. But sometimes when the rectification comes, we have to see whether the conjunction that has been used is correct or not. Here in this sentence, it is written, unless you do not give the keys of the safe, you will be shot. Now, if I remove this do not. Now, let us just see for the instance. Now, if I remove this do not, let us read the sentence again. Unless you give the keys of the safe, you will be shot. Does it make any sense? No. It means here the conjunction that we have used is incorrect. This has to be replaced with if. Now, this do not should not be removed. Now the correct sentence will be, if you do not give the keys of the safe, you will be shot. It means you will be harmed if you do not give the keys. Therefore, the error is in part A. Well, we have not asked the rectification, or we have not asked to rectify it. It means our answer is A. But we did not rectify it. So we just have to spot the error that is in part A. Now let us move to the next one. None of the diplomats at the conference was able either to comprehend or solve the problem. Now after this or, we have to write to. So or to solve the problem. So the error is in part C. So our answer is C. We just have to add to after or. Now let us move to the next one. He is known for both his hard work and intelligence. In this sentence, he is known for both. Now, both is always paired with and both refers to two altogether. Now, both his hard work and intelligence. So, the entire sentence is correct. This sentence contains no error again. So, our answer is D, because here both has been correctly paired and has been correctly used. So, this is absolutely correct. Now, let us move to the next one. The next one is, no sooner did he see the traffic policeman, he wore seat belt. Now we know well that after no sooner we have to use then in the another clause. So no sooner did he see the traffic policeman, then he wore the seat belt. So the error is in part C. So our answer is C. We have to add THN then before he. Now let us move to the next one. A member shall be required to pay interest at such a rate as is fixed by the committee. Now, such is always paired with either as or that. When we use such as, it shows the example or the sample of something, whereas such that shows the impact or the intensity of the impact. Now, in this sentence, it is written, a member shall be required to pay interest at such a rate as is fixed by the committee. It means the rate which has been fixed by the committee. So this is given for the sample or the example. The entire sentence is correct again. So our answer is D, that is no error. So our answer is D. Now let us move to the next one. Supposing if it rains, what shall we do? Now, supposing if both of these words are conditional words, they cannot come together. We have to remove any of these or either of these. So let us remove supposing. So the correct sentence will be, if it rains, what shall we do? If I remove this if and keep the word supposing, the correct sentence will be, supposing it rains, what shall we do? But we have to use either of the two. Therefore, the error is in part A, that we know well. So our answer is A. We need not rectify the sentence. We just have to spot that particular part that contains the error. Now let us move to the next one. He not only plays tennis regularly but also cricket. Now, the two things which are given to us are tennis and cricket. These are the two names of the sports which he plays. So not only the position of this word is incorrect, it should be placed after plays. So not only. So the correct sentence will be, he plays not only tennis regularly but also cricket. Therefore the error is in part A. So our answer is A. This is again very, very simple. I hope you understand these concepts. Now this concept is always applied in not only but also either or pair and neither nor pair. So all these pairs depend on this rule only, that is the position rule and the pair match rule. Now let us move to the next one. Until you begin to make a better use of your time, I shall not stop finding fault in you. Now we have two words, one is until and another is unless. In this, until is time bounded. It means when a time limit is given, we use until. And when a situation bound sentence is given, it means where situation is referred but not time is fixed, there we use unless. Now, until you begin to make a better use of your time. Now, to tell me whether there is any time to make a better use of our time. No, there is no time for this. Therefore, we have to use unless, not until, because it is not time bounded. Therefore, our error is in part A. So our answer is A, in which this until should be replaced with unless. Unless make the sentence sense-wise complete. Now let us move to the next one. He was prevented to accept the assignment because he was a government employee and such as barred from accepting such assignments. Now, whenever we use the word prevented, it should be always followed by from, and from is a preposition which always followed by ing form of verb. So it should be from accepting. So the correct sentence will be, he was prevented from accepting the assignment. So the error is in part A. So our answer is A. Very, very simple. We should keep this in mind that after prevented, we always use the preposition from, and any preposition is always followed by verb with ing except to. Now let us move to the next one. He is anxious not only to acquire knowledge but also eager to display it. The same thing happens over here as well. Not only we have to see the position, there are two things. He is not only anxious but eager as well. So not only the position of this word is incorrect, it should be replaced, or it should be placed before the word anxious. So here before anxious we have to use not only. So the correct sentence is, he is not only anxious to acquire knowledge but also eager to display it. Therefore the error is in part A. So our answer is A. The error is of the position of not only but also. Now you can see that these types of questions have been asked many times. So this concept is very, very important. Now let us move to the next one. Scarcely had the function started, then it began to rain. In this sentence, we have used a word scarcely. Whenever we have scarcely, barely, or hardly in a sentence. Now, if a sentence begins with any of these words, we have to use the rule of inversion as I have told you earlier as well. And these are the words which are always paired with the conjunction when. Now, whenever we use these words, they are always paired with when. So this then is incorrect. It should be replaced with when. Therefore, the error is in part C, where this then has to be replaced with when. So our answer is C. The correct sentence will be scarcely had the function started. Now, had the function started, here we have helping verb and then the subject, which is the rule of inversion, when it began to rain. So the error is in part C. Now let us move to the next one. Not only she makes homemade cakes but also sells them. Again, here we have an error of the position of not only but also. Therefore, what the two things she does, that is makes and sells. So not only position of this will be after she. So the correct sentence will be she not only makes homemade cakes but also sells them. So our answer is A, which will make the entire sentence correct. Now let us move to the next one. Until you do not go to the station to receive him, I can hardly feel at ease. Very, very simple. After the word until, we cannot use do not. Therefore, the error is in part A. So our answer is A. And the correct sentence will be, until you go to the station to receive him, I can hardly feel at ease. Now let us move to the next one. I will have both the blue or the black pen. Now both is always paired with and, because both includes two altogether. So this or has to be replaced with and the error is in part C. So our answer is C. Very, very simple. Now let us move to the next one. Cover all the cut fruit lest flies should not sit on them. Lest is a negative word, which means otherwise, and it is always paired with should. Here we have used lest flies should not. Now lest is a negative word. We cannot use not with it. Therefore, the correct sentence will be cover all the cut fruit lest flies should sit on them. Therefore, the error is in part C. We have to remove this not from this part. So our answer is C. Now let us move to the next one. You will not succeed unless you don't work hard. The same thing is here. After unless, we cannot write don't. So the error is in part C. So our answer is C. Therefore, the correct sentence will be you will not succeed unless you work hard. Now let us move to the next one. His friends feel that he will be suspended unless he does not report for duty immediately. The same thing is here. Does not should be removed and report should be replaced with reports. Therefore, the error is in part C. So our answer is C. This is again very, very simple. And you can see that many of these types of errors have come in exam. Now let us move to the next one. Suppose if you are selected, will you give us a treat? Now we have already learned this, that we cannot use two conditional words together. So one of these two words has to be removed, either of these two words. So let us remove this suppose. So the correct sentence will be if you are selected, will you give us a treat? And if we keep this suppose and remove if, the correct sentence will be suppose you are selected, will you give us a treat? Therefore, the error is in part A. So our answer is A. Well, we need not rectify the sentence. We have to just spot that particular error. So we are able to do this. That is A. If your answer is also A, it means you are correct. Now let us move to the next one. The thief had hardly put the cash in his pocket, then the owner woke up. And we know well that after hardly we use when to make it pair. So this then should be replaced with when. So the error is in part C. So our answer is C, which is again very, very simple. Now let us move to the next one. No sooner did he announce the two, the children screamed with joy. Now no sooner is always followed by the rule of inversion, which has been used. But after no sooner, we always use then to make the pair with it. So no sooner did he announce the two, till here one clause is completed. Now we have to use THA and then. Then the children screamed with joy. Therefore, the error is in part B. So our answer is B. So these are the some sentences that we have done. Now let us move to the next one. No sooner did he see the policeman, he ran away. Again, we just have to add this then over here. Now you have already learned this concept many times, so our answer is C. Therefore, the correct sentence will be no sooner did he see the policeman, then he ran away. Now, next one, she's so lazy as she cannot do this work properly and cannot cooperate us in our scheme. Now, in this sentence, it is written so lazy as she cannot. With so, we use that to show the impact or the result. So, she's so lazy that. Now, this as has to be replaced with that, then the sentence will be correct. So, our error is in part A, so our answer is A. If we use so as, it has to be used in a negative sentence and in positive degree of comparison. For example, we say he is not so intelligent as she. So there we can use so and as to make the comparison and in a negative sense. Now, this is the last sentence of today's session. The future is yet to come, but you have a right to shape it. Now, whenever we have but in the sentence, it makes the sentence in contrast or it contrasts to the sentence. Therefore, this but is not suitable according to the sense of the sentence. It has to be replaced with and. The error is in part A. The error is in part B. So our answer is B. And the correct sentence will be the future is yet to come and you have a right to shape it. So this was the last sentence of today's session. I hope all these sentences are cleared to you and now you are able to mark the spotting errors and also you have learned the concepts by doing this practice. So thank you very much.